Welcome back to Batman Enemy Within. We got back to the Batcave after the whole thing went down. Well, we went with Avesta to the hideout. We found John, who was drinking his woes away and then being grumpy with us. I said we trusted him to go find Harley, even though he was being ornery towards us the entire time. We went home, found Alfred collapsed, found that the virus does not do what the villains hoped that it would, which is to, help them with medical issues. And that instead, Waller is probably betraying everybody so that she can form her suicide squad by holding that medicine over their heads, even though apparently she doesn't know either that it won't work. She seems to have tricked everybody in that regard. And then we had our encounter with Tiffany after, who was in Wayne Manor above, which is sort of like if... Actually, that's a good question that I didn't ask at the end of the last episode. I guess that whole last sequence in the last episode might just not have happened, and maybe that's why it feels so stilted, because it goes from Tiffany is like comforting Alfred and wants to look after him to, hey, I made myself a super suit. And I think if I hadn't told her I was Batman, that's probably why she isn't in the Batcave, because the game has to have a scenario that works both ways, whether you did or didn't tell her. So that's why she's upstairs. And then I guess if she doesn't know you're Batman, the whole second segment doesn't happen, because she has no reason to come up with a super suit if she doesn't think you're Batman. Unless for some reason, despite not knowing you're Batman, she of her own accord decides that she wants to become a vigilante and is like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I was just like Batman, who you definitely don't know? Anyway, we're off to John sent us a text message. He found Harley one scene later, which is fantastic. So let's see what's going on with him, with them. Does the Batmobile really not have a silent running mode?
John?
Also, I'm not sure coming in here in your khakis and button down is totally the right call here, but all right. Apparently the hammer isn't relevant, even though it looks conspicuous. We'll put this down for now. Oh. Are they doing One Bad Day? Okay, so we've got... Wait, there's this too. Is that...
Dr. Quinzel.
Oh yeah, there it is, okay.
This is Harley's.
Well, if the Jack-in-the-Box is gonna be filled with seafloor and explode us, then... whatever. Why not? What? Turning it in a circle does not work. Rubbing it back and forth does.
Broken.
Is that supposed to be a metaphor? I'm a sick duck. That's kind of weird that those are just things you can do that have no effect. But okay. Why not? This is a weird building. Isn't this like a... it looks like it was like a trailer. Maybe that's just the entrance to a larger thing? This is feeling a bit like One Bad Day. That is what it's called, right? There's a very famous... I think it's written by Alan Moore, actually. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Is it not One Bad Day? Hold on. Killing Joke, that's the one I was thinking of. One Bad Day is also a good one, but this is a bit like Killing Joke, which has been done several times. I think it was done in one of the TV shows. Oh god, that's rude. Is it just going to be jump scare central for this entire thing? I'm not pushing forward, which is very weird that I just have to push W slightly long enough and then he'll auto walk for a bit and then he'll slow down like this. And that's okay. Do the hangman, you lost. Okay.
Oh God, please. You're not making this easy on me, you know? What am I gonna say to Bruce? It wasn't me. I mean, it was me, but it was self-defense. I know it needs work. Stop touching. Bruce, I'm so glad you're here.
Huh.
Please, it's not what it looks like. I can explain. Just try and reserve judgment.
Take a deep breath, John. Just calm down.
It was horrible. Just horrible. But you're right. I should do my exercises. Get
Did he shoot them? Or did she shoot them?
What
I thought
Is Harley
we...
here?
She left just as I got here. The agents, they came looking for her. They're not supposed to just start shooting, Bruce. They're supposed to say, hands up. I've seen it on the TV.
They just attacked you.
I tried to talk sense into them, but they wouldn't listen. They just wanted blood.
In fairness, that does kind of sound like most of the agency's
Something
MO.
dark and vicious and desperate for survival. I grabbed the nearest thing and started swinging.
But they've all been shot.
Think this is funny?
I'm sorry.
Don't be mean, Bruce. I didn't tell you to do that. What the fuck is this scene?
I completely redecorated, didn't I? I wonder what Harley would think of the new color scheme.
This isn't really Killing Joke anymore, but...
You said you hit them with something.
I think so. I just grabbed whatever came to hand.
This woman has a gunshot wound.
Oh, really?
In the back.
Oh, yeah, it's coming back to me now. She was going for her partner's gun, and I just went on autopilot.
I'll be totally honest. I don't know if I believe him. I'm not convinced he shot them. Like, I don't know. Perfect time to maybe pull out some of Batman's tools and do some forensics, because let's find the gun that it was done with, and let's work out the like angles that the shots were fired from and who shot who and when they shot them, because I would fully believe that Harley was here with him, shot all these people, and then like psyched him out. Because, well, one, I am kind of biased, undeniably. So far, our version of John that we've seen has been fairly hesitant to do serious crimes, violence, killing without prompting. Like, he seemed very hesitant to pick up Harley's gun in the, or like, not hesitant, but surprised when picking up Harley's gun in the hideout. So for him to suddenly say, oh, I found Harley, you should come here, and then we get there and he shot a bunch of people, seems way out of character. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it just seems way more likely that Harley was here and shot them. And is also the kind of thing we should be able to verify with some basic forensics.
Up until I was safe. I've just been sitting here in the dark until you came in.
This just happened, right? I'm surprised you don't have more clarity.
You saying lying?
I'm saying it's strange.
If I hadn't fought them off, I'd be the one lying in a pool of blood. You believe me, don't you? Because if we don't have trust, what do we really have? It's the foundation of any healthy relationship.
What kind of question is that? Of course I do.
Then what's with all the suspicion? You're just trying to tell me what you think I want to hear.
Whose blood are you covered
You're
with?
supposed to be on my side. I guess I'm an idiot for expecting that, aren't I?
What do you mean?
Whatever this is between us, it's off balance. The goodwill only flows one way.
I don't think that's true.
Me. You've made that very...
No, I'm annoyed by this. We're taking a pause so I can look this up. Hold on. I'm not even going to pause for this bit because I'm probably going to want to talk about it. Let's see. Well, that doesn't give me any details at all. I don't like how this plays out. Again, it's yet again this game doing something where it's forcing me to make accusations or decisions that I don't have the opportunity to actually verify or back up. It's making me make judgment calls that I don't want to make. And in some cases makes me say things that I don't think the selection I selected reflects accurately. So I don't like this. Hold on. Can I, let me find... Where are my... saves. Telltale? Season 2. Oh god, these saves are such a nightmare. Okay. In case shit gets totally fucked. Is this where the saves are? It looks like it. I don't even know if I'll be able to restore these anyway, but gonna copy these out. Paste. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is fixable, but...
Clear by now.
Oh, well. What am I supposed to say to that anyway?
Known things were wrong the moment you put that tracker on me. You've been using me from the start. At least have the decency to admit it. The least you can do is come clean about that.
I'm not gonna agree with him.
Stupid, Bruce. Please, please, don't feed me any more lies.
It's not true, John. I care about you. As a friend, I really do.
Say that. We both know that's a lie.
It isn't, though.
Respect me enough to tell me the truth.
Is
John?
he still drunk?
I know. You can fight better than that. Or do you need your bat suit to really get you in the mood?
What?
You forget I know you, Bruce.
Okay.
The real you.
So how long have you known? Because I
hiding.
thought you had known from the first game.
Behind some kind of mask. Playboy, businessman, criminal. Bat. You can't fool a friend. Someone who really takes the time to look.
Yeah. That's fair.
Well done, John. You figured it out. Have to say, I'm impressed.
Only because you underestimate me.
Why did you have to be flippant?
Never miss a trick. It all gets filed away up here.
You think you can use that against me? As blackmail?
Oh, I would never.
You
We're
like
two
both Bruce
friends
and
in
Batman,
the
though.
same stitch. Remember?
Or at least pretend
Bound
to.
Together, even under strain.
Then what's your point?
After we raided the agency's convoy, Harley stashed one of their trucks here. And now it's gone, which means she's getting out of town, across the Gotham Bridge. Let me help you stop her. I'm not asking for much, just a little faith. I swear to you, this was self-defense. One more time. You do believe me, don't you? You still have faith in me, don't you? Your old buddy, John?
This is rough. I don't like the transition that he's made because a lot of this seems to come out of the blue because everything prior to like the last two scenes with him goes towards him being genuinely our friend and trustworthy generally. Like even the fact that he was willing to turn on the villains like is a big indicator. So I feel like it's only right for me to continue to trust him. I don't know what happened in this room, and I think it is incredibly unfair of the game to make me look at this with bare eyes, with no investigation, that everything that's happening in this room is entirely based on assumption and emotion, not on any actual fact, like Batman would normally look for.
This is a mess.
Also, I really don't like that I pressed E there, just to be clear. not only was there not a like wind up, you know, like the other choices where normally you have to either have to hold the button to confirm it, or you have to, for big choices like that, normally you like go to 1 and then it like asks you to confirm it. So not only did it do neither of those things, it didn't even like blink yellow, that icon, so you couldn't tell what one I pressed.
And we are gonna need to talk about it more. But I believe you. Let's get out of here, huh? Before anyone else shows up.
Agreed. All these fuzzy emotions are giving me indigestion. We've got to catch up with Harley before these murderous agents find her. She's got explosives and the virus. If they start shooting, things could get really exciting. Oh boy!
I fully want to believe that what happened in that room is what I thought, that Harley did all the shooting and maybe, you know, John kind of lost it, and the blood on him makes more sense if he was hitting somebody with a blunt instrument. We couldn't see blunt traumas on the bodies, but I mean, that would make more sense if Harley had shot them all and then he just hit them after, and was splattered with blood because of that. But, you know, the whole thing is very emotionally charged on purpose by design. So
If I had known these were your wheels, I never would have stolen that beater.
we're just going to gloss over the fact that you figured out that I was Batman, because I feel like maybe we should address the elephant in the room. I guess not, though. Really, guys? What the fuck is... Oh. The way that was shot was so bad, it made it look like they were pointing guns at me.
Get back! I'll blow this bridge to hell if you don't give me Riddler's blood!
Can't do it, Quinn. Even if I wanted to.
I mean it! The bridge and every sad son of a bitch on it!
The blood is gone. The serum you want is no longer an option. Stand down now. No one needs to get hurt.
This seems like it is a very uncontrolled situation with a lot of...
Get back!
You're gonna kill her, Bruce! You're gonna shoot first and ask questions later! I can't just stand here and do nothing! We can't let that happen!
I don't love saying this, but
Hearing you say that really calms my nerves.
that's exactly what I was hoping for.
Wayne, about time you showed up. What in the good goddamn is he doing here?
Director Waller, John Doe's, been aiding Bruce's investigations.
This creature's with you?
Hey, Waller, fuck off.
No one knows Harley better than he does. He can help defuse the situation.
I have my doubts. But hell, at this point I'll try anything. Harley's making demands we simply can't meet. Her detonator's on a dead man's switch. She lets it go. This bridge is history. This situation is rapidly spiraling out of control. I'm running out of options.
Sidebar, that's not how plastic explosives work. If you just have plastic explosives loose somewhere, they tend to do less damage. There's a reason that they're typically affixed very specifically in shaped charges to things, and that's because the point of plastic explosives is to, well, C4 more specifically, is generally to do controlled, directed, damage to an object. So her just having blocks of it loose in the back of of all things, actually, possibly the worst choice is to have them loose in the back of a what do you call it? An armored car. Because one, it's going to do less because it's not affixed to anything other than, you know, sitting in the back of the car. And two, that car is going to absorb a lot of the force. It didn't look like there was that much back there. I don't know how much there actually is, but I don't know. It's still going to be bad, but it's probably not going to level the fucking bridge.
Harley is heading towards a cliff, and she's gonna drag all of us with her.
You're not helping by having your men close in on her. If anything, you're provoking her to violence.
The time for talking is over. All she wants is Riddler's goddamn blood, and that's gone. One of my own people destroyed it. Someone inside the agency. The serum Quinn wanted to make is...
So, Waller, you just low-key admitted that you had it the whole time. You want to tell us how you got it? Or are we just going to brush over that part? Because if you start throwing accusations around, we're going to ask you where the fuck you got it, right?
Off the table for good.
Why don't we let Bruce try negotiating? He's spent a lot of time with Harley recently.
Give it a shot, Bruce. See what you can do. Stand down, people. Let him through.
Hey man, watch where you're pointing that fucking shotgun.
Well, well, well. Bruce Wayne.
Harley?
Harley doesn't like me.
You made it out of the icebox. Good for you. Should have guessed you were working with Waller. Had me fooled. Up to a point. All I want is Riddler's blood. I get it. I leave Gotham for good. That agency hellbeast says she don't got it, but I know she's lying through her teeth. Her people took it from the lair.
The serum you're trying to make, it doesn't do what you think it does.
How do you know about that?
Because I looked into it. It does as much harm as it does good, maybe more. Harley, you're a doctor. You have to understand. It destroys your brain chemistry.
Uh-huh. Sure. You're gonna tell me you love me, Wayne?
Excuse me?
I like a little romance when I'm getting screwed. I'm holding all the goddamn cards. Either they give me what I want, or I play the one that goes boom! I ain't fooling around. I'll do it without a second thought.
I know why you're doing this, Harley.
No, we don't, actually. Like I said, when I looked up that other thing and found out the discussion that Avesta and I could have had, that was bizarre because we never had any hint of this before. So this version of Batman,
inheriting your father's illness.
We literally do not know about this. It is a huge problem that the game had a path through the game, through the dialogue, which is the one I took, that somehow we never came across this information. This is a glaring error. This version of Batman doesn't know fuck about Harley. Avesta does, and she could have told us in the car, but she didn't because of whatever other dialogue, I guess. But we somehow don't have this information, but we're saying it anyway.
I can help you find a cure.
You don't know me, Wayne. You did. You know better than to bring up my dear old dad.
Bruce, what the hell are you doing? Harley does not like talking about such personal things.
Stand down!
So did I fuck that up, or was that a forced choice?
Gonna lose it.
Puddin'?
Let me talk to her.
Wow, she actually showed some affection
I'm so
there.
glad you're here, baby. These deadbeats want my head on a...
If I let them go together, is he gonna turn?
a stick.
You can do it, John. I believe in you.
I won't let you down.
Hold on, I'm backing up my save again. Hold on. Can I paste it here? Yeah. Where's my confirmation? There it is. Okay. We have a save from like a minute ago, so.
Everything worked out. Up here. Trust me. I learned from the best.
Okay,
I
just...
hope so.
Just what?
Why am I getting an option here?
Try and reason with her. She thinks you have her best interests at heart.
I got this, Bruce. I'm just gonna be myself. Just like you told me in the cafe.
Boy, I sure hope that works out.
Hey, don't worry about a thing. With all these people watching, how can I not live up to the occasion?
Those two reprobates getting their heads together is a recipe for a disaster.
Shut the fuck up, Waller. You don't have a solution either.
What were you thinking?
John said it himself. He knows her better than anyone. As long as he keeps her talking, there's still a chance she won't blow the bridge.
There's truth in that. Not enough to inspire confidence, but it's better than nothing.
Waller, you are literally the person who told me that she's the one with the dead man switch. You do not have a plan. Your plan is to shoot her, and then the bridge blows up anyway? Like, what is your plan? If you want to be such a bitch, fucking tell me what your plan is. Otherwise, shut up. God, and to imagine that a couple of episodes ago, I kind of didn't hate Waller because she seemed more normal. I know that's kind of the narrative they're going for here. Like Avesta alluded to it quite a bit in the last little bit, that it's specifically Gotham's group of villains that are driving Waller especially up the wall. But this is not like, it didn't make Waller who she is. Waller's still a piece of garbage no matter what. And now she's just being completely fucking irrational. Like, I get it. Your evil plan that you yourself were hatching from within the agency has now been foiled as well, and you're pissed about that, and that's probably making you more irrational. But what are you gonna do here?
I don't like the look of that. Not one bit. You gotta be kidding. This is going south. We're gonna shut this down right
Waller,
now.
you don't
If we
know
interfere
fuck
now,
about...
We could push him right back into Harley's arms.
If we don't, everyone on this bridge will die. Stand by to move in.
I just want to say that whether I was Bruce Wayne or not, if I was in this scenario with Waller and she started raising that, like, my first thought, specifically because I've handled those radios a bunch before in other circumstances, I love the way those radios with the long antennas, like, they feel very satisfying in the hand. And so I just had this image of Bruce reaches over, grabs the radio by the antenna, whips it around, and just chucks it off the bridge. That would be the move.
People, Alpha team, move into flank. Take your positions. Look for a clean shot.
You guys are fucking morons.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You gotta trust him, Waller. I'm telling you, he'll come through.
With a
It's
marriage
on
proposal,
a
maybe.
dead
Not a
man's
successful resolution to the
switch.
crisis at
What
hand.
is wrong with
need
you,
to have
Waller?
faith.
This is so
Stand
stupid.
down.
This is a stupid scenario.
Damn it, piece of crap!
Don't struggle, Harley. They think you're a fighter. They're gonna put you in the hole.
I'm gonna rip your head off, you two-diamond son of a...
Get her out of here.
How could you, John? You broke my heart.
Yeah, well,
Bruce showed me how to be good, Harley. In a way you never could.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Doe. You did a great job. The virus, please.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone should have this. Least of all you.
Well then, we'll no longer be requiring your service.
No! What are you doing? He helped us.
You betrayed me? After I saved the day?
yeah, that was about the stupidest thing you could
Hate
do.
these people. You're just the worst!
Find that maggot.
Completely valid, John. You are in fact 100% correct.
I want him secured.
Fuck you, Waller. Fuck you, Waller. No, no, turn to the left, punch Waller in the back of the head, please. Oh, and Waller's not where I thought I would. I could have sworn. Yeah, whatever happens to Waller, I don't care now.
It's good to know you have my back.
She's not dead.
You corrupt pigs. You're supposed to stand for justice. You liars and you murderers. And you're so goddamn rude. What the heck? What's wrong with this thing? Come on. Why won't you just work? Yes!
Remember what I said about how that wouldn't damage the bridge and in fact would just blow up the car?
That's what I want to see!
Okay, that is a lot more explosions for whatever reason. I guess it's an action movie where all action movie cars are filled with explosives by default. They come from the factory that way.
Together. You're all going to pay for your crimes. Batman and I, we're going to bring you all justice. It's gonna be so much fun.
Is this the good timeline with John, or is this a bad one? I mean, he definitely dies, right? I know it's kind of a trope, but if you jump off of a bridge like that into water, you die. Because water at high velocity is very, very hard. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't expect this to be the end of the episode, but here we are. Yeah. Wow. There was a lot that has gone on in the last episode, and I guess it went okay under the circumstances. A lot of it felt rather forced, but most of the things that I felt like I meaningfully had control over were probably about the way I wanted them to go. I guess we'll see here whether that is reflected in my choices and how people feel about me. You and 57.3% of players left Avesta feeling gratified. She was relieved that you didn't hold the fact that she told Waller your identity against her. She was understanding about your pragmatic approach to Batman's code. She was gratified by your concern when you cautioned her about destroying Riddler's blood. That last one was such a minor note, but okay. Arrows don't work. Okay. You and 53% of players left Tiffany feeling reflective. Tiffany felt regretful after learning that you hate guns. You left Tiffany feeling reflective after your discussion about Batman's code. Okay. So maybe she is just learning about Batman, and maybe I had too high expectations about what she would know. God, why does the music at the end of the game always have to be so fucking loud? I'm literally turning it down in OBS, and then I'm turning it down in my headphones so that I can think, and that you can think while we talk about this. You and 64.3% of players set John down the path of being a vigilante. Okay. That's an interesting design that's kind of silhouetted there. I kind of like that. Whether it's for real Joker or vigilante Joker, I like the flare that it has. I kind of want to see that not in silhouette. John was despondent when you told him Harley betrayed both of you. It's a very specific adjective. I guess that's accurate. I don't know what I could have... I think he would have felt the same way. I think that whole scene, basically, he would have felt the same way no matter what. The only thing that changes is, like, how much I make him feel like I'm on his side versus we're all on different sides. He appreciated that you allowed him to leave to find Harley by himself. Okay, so I guess if I had told him we were going with him, he probably would have been upset by that. No surprise, that's what I assumed. You've earned John's trust, and he has vowed that the two of you will clean Gotham up together. I don't know what that entails, but I think it's probably the better of two options, especially after, you know, Waller and the agency have shown themselves to be completely incompetent and untrustworthy time and time again. I mean, yeah, I feel like Waller pretty much sees... Probably the only thing keeping Waller from also shooting me when she's done with me is the fact that I'm Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne suddenly being missing from, you know, the public spotlight would be conspicuous. I'm sure she's got all the blackmail in the world on me in an attempt to, you know, control all that. But also, hey man, I know all of your dirty laundry too. Probably more, so... You and 17.7% of players left Alfred feeling disheartened. You know what? I'm just going to be mean at this point. And this isn't Alfred's fault. This is the writer's fault. There is no sensible way through Alfred's arc in this game. In fact, I think I said this before, I don't know why this arc even exists. It's just one more arc. It doesn't interact with the rest of the game at all. It's just a contrivance to have a few extra scenes about Bruce's personal life rather than about, you know, all of the other things. And it just doesn't need to be present. And on top of the fact that it doesn't need to be present, it is so poorly presented, and you are so shoehorned into being like a bad employer / a bad, you know, surrogate son, because you are never given any opportunity to like insist that he take care of himself. So the problem, there is no version of this narrative where he gets better. He always gets worse. It's just what kind of worse he gets. And at the end of each of these episodes, it's like, oh, you hurt his feelings. I don't care if I hurt his feelings at this point, because we can't fix the problem. It's like the friend who comes to you and complains about their problems, and maybe they ask you for suggestions and maybe they don't, but regardless, they don't do anything to fix their own problems, even if they're actionable things they could be doing. That is the situation here. So I am just annoyed with Alfred's presence right now. There are so many opportunities to do something more interesting and more engaging and give more agency to, you know, if you want to tell a narrative about Alfred's age and overworkedness. And in conjunction with other characters like Tiffany, there could have been opportunities here, and they took none of them. So, you know what? I don't care that Alfred is feeling disheartened. At this point, I should lock him in his room and force him to rest, and get somebody else to bring him his meals and the newspaper and whatever else he needs, because apparently I have no other control over insisting that he take care of himself so he doesn't fucking die. Anyway, Alfred was reluctant when you addressed his illness. Yeah, of course he was, because he's got too much pride, apparently. You made him cheerful with the mention of a vacation. Why couldn't we have suggested that earlier? Alfred became disheartened when you explained your hatred for guns. Why? He should not have a reaction to that. He should be completely unsurprised by my hatred for guns. He should possibly better than anyone in the world know that I hate guns. That has nothing to do with him. See, at this point, they're just fishing for things to make Alfred feel some kind of way. That has nothing to do with him. He just happened to be in the room. You and 71.5% of players left Waller livid. Yeah, well, fuck her at this point. She's, you know, been backstabbing us the entire time, yelling at us like everything is our fault, but taking no responsibility of our own, and, you know, upped her own shenanigans, while about to shoot the person that saved the day that we brought there, and she hated us and him the entire time. Fuck Waller. She was combative when you made excuses about how poorly things went in the pact. With the pact. What did you want me to do? Apologize to her? I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry I didn't do exactly what you said that would have definitely probably gotten me killed or somebody else I cared about. Sorry. Fuck you, Waller. You irritated Waller when you said she shouldn't use the Sanctus tech. I don't even remember when I said that. I mean... Was that, do you mean the immediate reaction after when I said the place should be destroyed? I mean, I don't think any of the other, well, Avesta agreed with me, and I don't really, Avesta is a good person and Waller is not, so I don't care if she was irritated. She became livid after you sided with John on the bridge. Why? I already said it. Waller, your solution was to blow up the bridge and then shirk responsibility for it. You had multiple opportunities to not fuck it up. And in fact, I forced you to not fuck it up, and then you went around me and fucked it up anyway. I unfucked it like 3 or 4 times by telling you to stop over and over and over again, and I was right. And then you went and did a betrayal, and then it went south anyway, and that was 100% your fault. Kiss my ass. Did you lower the temperature for Mr. Freeze? You and 94.7% of players showed Mr. Freeze compassion by lowering the temperature in the airlock. I mean, that is awfully high. I'm actually surprised. But there doesn't really seem to be a lot of reason not to, right? I don't think if you don't, he dies. I don't know if he's going to show up again in the rest of the game anyway, but, like, it doesn't seem to hurt anything. It feels like I think the only other option to get the information out of him was basically to threaten him, right? I don't think there was another method of polite negotiation. And so at that point, threatening him seems pretty bad. Although it probably would have worked, because the game has to make it work. But if he told us all that and then we didn't, that would feel really evil. Did you trust John to find Harley by himself? You and 86.9% of players told John that you trusted him to find Harley by himself. Yeah, I mean, that whole scene is so railroaded. That, like, I don't think it's unless you're really insistent that the only way you can trust John is to be with him. It seems pretty cut and dry that if you don't trust him to find Harley by himself, he's just going to get pissed off. Like, it's very railroaded. Why are these two the only ones that show? Great interface. Well done there. Oh, well, I guess those were the 2 decisions and the other things were the character reflections. So actually that does sort of make sense. Oh, now we can see the actual art there. Huh. So he is putting on makeup. And from the art, it definitely seems like he's putting on the, like, full face. But he wasn't doing that in Arkham, and he was still that pale. I don't think they quite decided what his design is, or what his background narrative is. Because clearly he wasn't, you know... I don't think he was donning a full face of makeup in Arkham the entire time. Okay. Are any of these other arts? I don't know if we looked at any of these more closely. I don't remember. It is weird. I thought it was notable when we were confronting Freeze in the airlock. That was the first time I really noticed that his other hand is uncovered, and now it's more conspicuous. I don't know that many different versions of Freeze. He's not a villain I know particularly well, but it's just, if nothing else, it's odd to not have a glove on the other hand. It just seems a strange design decision. Okay, I'm still confused about the claws. If you go back to the confrontation at the facility, I was looking at it, but I didn't say anything about it at the time because we were a little bit engaged. But I talked about the changes in her design from the first game to the second, and apparently within the second game as well. This looks like it should be an in-game render, but if it is from a different version, because we have two things that are different. One is the, I believe the sleeves and gloves are we talked before about the exposed wrist. I'd have to go back. I'm pretty sure that this game's version of her does not have the exposed wrist, but I might be mistaken. I might have it backwards. What I do know for sure is that the gloves in this image are different than the gloves she's wearing in the encounter at the facility, because she was wearing, it was very notable to me because I was looking closely at her hands because we had previously been talking about the claws, that she was wearing partial gloves on her hands, and she had claws even for the finger. She had I think her pointer and middle finger did not have were not gloved, but all of her fingers had claws on them, and they were all these sort of this same style that it's showing here, that are sort of a lump with a claw on the end of it, that look a little bit more like acrylic nails or something like that. It's just a weird design change. Actually, can I look at this without breaking? I probably can. I can pull up the footage, and because I've done my OBS properly, I can listen to it without you having to hear it. Okay, not that video, it's the previous one. Let me check on the wrists. And if you hear noise outside, I apologize, because apparently my noisy ass neighbors are present. Okay, where's the picture of her? Oh, she's right there. Okay. Wrists? Her wrists are indeed covered. I am correct. And okay. Two things. Her wrists are covered. Her neckline is also, no, the neckline is the same. Her wrists are covered. It's not the pointer and middle finger. It's actually the ring and pinky that are that do not have are ungloved for whatever reason. But the wrists are covered. The gloves are longer. They go under the sleeve. I don't know if it's just the lighting, but we did talk about the texture of her suit being different as well. That middle chunk is a darker color, and the part outside is a lighter color in her in-game model. So yeah, I don't know. I think this is an entirely different version of the suit. I don't think it's either. It's not the first game, but it's also not the second game. This is something else. Anyway, I don't know if you care about that at all, but it's the kind of thing that sticks out to me, especially after looking at this and being like, they never figured out whether he's wearing makeup or not. Anyway, we'll come back. That is a very leading image that I somehow feel like might not be accurate to reality. But we'll figure out exactly what is going on in the final episode next time.